An entire city, gone overnight. No battle, no fire, no records, just silence. Imagine waking up one day to find that everyone you know has vanished. Houses stand empty. Tools lie where they were dropped. No bodies, no graves, no explanation. This isn't the plot of a horror movie. This actually happened, not once, but several times throughout human history. Entire societies, some with tens of thousands of people, sophisticated cities, and advanced technology, simply disappeared without a trace. Today, we're diving into one of the most baffling mysteries in archaeology: the lost colony of Roanoke, the English settlement that vanished in the late 1500s, leaving behind only a single cryptic word carved into a tree. Welcome to the story of a civilization that disappeared without a trace. In the summer of 1587, 115 English settlers, men, women, and children, arrived on a small island off the coast of what is now North Carolina. They called it Roanoke. It was meant to be England's first permanent colony in the New World, a foothold in the race against Spain for American riches. The leader of this group was John White, an artist and map maker. Among the colonists was his own daughter, Eleanor Dare, who gave birth shortly after arrival to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. But supplies were running low, and tensions with local Native American tribes were rising. John White sailed back to England for more provisions, promising to return quickly. He never imagined it would take 3 years. White's return was delayed by the outbreak of war between England and Spain. The mighty Spanish Armada attacked in 1588, and every available ship was needed for defense. By the time White finally sailed back in 1590, it was too late. When he stepped ashore on Roanoke Island on August 18th, his granddaughter Virginia's 3rd birthday, he found nothing. The settlement was deserted. Houses had been carefully dismantled, not burned or destroyed. Fortifications were gone. Personal belongings were missing. There were no signs of violence, no bodies, no graves. The only clues? The word Croatoan carved into a wooden post, and crow etched into a nearby tree. No distress symbol, as had been agreed if they were in danger. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island, today Hatteras Island, and a friendly Native American tribe. White believed it was a message. They had relocated there, but a massive storm forced his ships to turn back before he could investigate. He never returned. The fate of the 115 colonists remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. So what happened to them? The leading theory today is assimilation. The colonists, facing starvation and isolation, may have split up and joined local Native American tribes. Historical records from later Jamestown settlers mention encounters with native people who had European features, gray eyes, light hair, and spoke some English words. Some tribes even claimed English ancestors. Archaeological digs have uncovered European artifacts mixed with native sites nearby. DNA studies on modern groups like the Lumbee tribe show possible European admixture from that era. Perhaps the message Croatan was exactly what it seemed. They moved to live with allies. It wasn't a dramatic disappearance, but a quiet integration into a new world. But other theories are far more grim. Drought. Tree ring data shows the years 1587 to 1589 were the worst drought in 800 years in the region. Crops failed, fresh water dried up. The colonists may have starved or died of disease. Conflict. Relations with some tribes were hostile. Earlier expeditions had clashed violently. Perhaps they were attacked and wiped out, though the lack of bodies or battle signs makes this unlikely. Spanish attack. Spain considered English colonies a threat. A Spanish fleet was in the area around that time. Some historians speculate they found and destroyed Roanoke. But again, no evidence. Or Something even stranger. Cannibalism from desperation? Migration inland that ended in disaster? Over the centuries, wild theories have emerged, everything from supernatural forces to alien abduction. But archaeology leans toward survival through integration. Roanoke isn't alone in history's vanishing acts. The ancient Indus Valley civilization, cities like Mohenjo-Daro with advanced plumbing and streets, declined around 1900 BC. Recent studies point to centuries-long droughts that dried rivers and forced mass migration. No invasion, no war, just gradual abandonment. The Anasazi, or ancestral Puebloans of the American Southwest, built incredible cliff dwellings like those at Mesa Verde. Around 1300 AD, they suddenly left. Prolonged drought, resource depletion, and possible social conflict drove them away. Their descendants live on in modern Pueblo tribes. Time and again, civilizations don't vanish in a flash. They fade under pressure from climate, resources, or change. The lost colony of Roanoke reminds us how fragile human settlements can be. One delay, one storm, one bad harvest, and history changes forever. Over 400 years later, we may never know the full truth. But the story endures, a haunting echo of what might have been America's first permanent English community. What do you think happened to them? Assimilation? Tragedy? Something else? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more forgotten stories from the past. Thanks for watching.